Hi, we're Ian and Leanne. This is our self-built camper van whose name is Dick. We have just returned from a 3-month trip into Northern Europe which started in Suffolk. From there we travelled into the Netherlands, Germany, Denmark, Norway and Sweden before returning. Join us in this series of videos as we take you along on our epic adventure.
Well, we're now in the German town of Leer. We came here last night to a site which I'll show you in a bit. So yeah, we just had a cycle in here and now I thought I'd wander around. Yes, very quaint place this, just in the old town, I think, at the moment. Yeah, it's a really lovely little place this.
Right, it looks like Ian's found his new lady. He's always on about me being too big, and she is so much taller than me. Where are your hands, Mr. Wheeler? Let's see where his hands are. I suspect they're somewhere where they shouldn't be. Oh, yes. Cheeky.
Just come down to the harbour and wander around. We were thinking about going on a river cruise, but they don't start doing them until May. And it's still April at the moment. If I'm reading the information correctly, this boat here was built in 1919. It looks like it's been fully restored. It's absolutely lovely.
Oh wow, the shop from here is quite nice.
Yeah, I'll just videoing it.
See the town hall up clearer.
Just walked a little bit further out on the water side. A bit more of a view moving back to the town itself. Yeah, it's very nice here. It's called Hainburg Castle, I think this. Lovely building. Just come across this motorhome parking in the middle of Leer. Now, if I've read the signs correctly, you can park here for up to 3 days for nothing, including electric hookup. We need a very long cable, yes. That music's coming from the bell of the town hall. Leanne's looking in the cafe, see if we've got any cake. We just cycled now to a place called Gemgum, and this is part of an old windmill. It's like a historic area in Gemgum, so we just had a bit of a cycle around it. Just hidden down a little side street in Gemgum, we've just come across this old windmill. It's absolutely lovely. I said you could quite easily miss it. It's just you have to look for it from a distance and then work your way in down a load of side streets to come and find it. Yeah, some lovely buildings around here. Meow. Meow. I could talk German in cat. Meow. Meow. Well, I'm going to name you Haircat because you're furry. Currently we're staying near Leer in northern Germany, and the site that we're on at the moment, we've been on for a couple of days now. It was €21.90 per night, with electric hookup. It's actually a commercial site, so it's got shower block on, etc. But yeah, I'll flick you around and show you a little bit about it. So Dick is parked just here, and so we've got electric hookup. There's water just down there where that metal thing is sticking up. I think a lot of this is seasonal pitches that's on here by the look of it. And shower block, well, toilet block here with showers, etc. in there, and your toilet emptying and that. It's a rather bright day today, so yeah, that's generally what it is. It's on a marina. The site itself could do with a bit of TLC really, but when you're €21.90 a night, can't complain about it too much. But it's an absolutely lovely day here today. The only thing is the wind keeps blowing. It seems to be since we've been away on this holiday, the wind is blown all the time. And because Holland and Germany are so flat around this area, it makes cycling quite hard work. But yeah, so we are. Oh, good evening. You joined us in a place called Scharnbeck, which is southeast of Hamburg. We've travelled about 245 kilometres today from Leer, where we were staying yesterday. And tomorrow we're going to a place called Lüneburg, which looks like a very, very pretty place. So we'll show you some footage of that in the morning. But the site we're at is on Parkvenite, and it's in a car park right next to a police station. You've got an Aldi store literally 3 minutes down the road. In fact, you can actually see it from the site itself. But this is €6 a night just to park up here. But what's a bit weird about it is you then have to pay €2 to get back out of the car park. So in reality, for a night, it's going to be €8. But say you stayed here for 2 nights, it only cost you €14. And if you want to be electric, that's €1 for 8 hours, and then it's also €1 to fill up your tank with as much water as you like. So all in all, if you had some electric, had some water, it's not going to cost you any more than €10 for the night, which is dirt cheap. So yeah, I'll just sort of swing you around a bit and show you a bit what it is. There's about 7, 8 vans in here, I think, tonight with us. I think it takes about 15 all in all, but I said it's just in a big car park. So at the back of Dick there, you can see the building there. That's the police station. So it's quite a safe place to be. And then there's the rest of the vans here, and then there's one more over there as well. But just over there where the sun's glaring, that's the Aldi store. And then there's also a building over there, which I'm not sure how it's being picked up. That's a boat lift. So I think there's like a canal that runs up and down there, and I think it's sort of like a bit like a giant lock, and I think it lifts boats up from one level to the next. And then just up here you've got a cafe. I think it's called Ruticus. That's open obviously during the day. Does sort of German sort of fare. Like lunches and that type of thing. And then over the other side there's also a cafe and restaurant over the far side of the car park. So yeah, so this is the main site itself, police station over there, and then obviously where the vans are parked here. So basically, if you want to try and find this place, you have to find the tourist information at Scharnbeck. As I said, if you look for the Aldi stall, which is over there in the distance, and then you just got this car park right next to the police station. Good morning, and you join us from the beautiful little town, or city maybe, of Lüneburg in Germany. We're about, 30 or 40 kilometres southeast of Hamburg at the moment, and it's about half past 10 in the morning, and it's already up to 15 degrees today, and it's in April, and it's forecast to get up to 20 degrees later today, so that's going to be good. But yeah, we're going to have a good old wander around this place and show you some of it. Well, this building's unusual. This is going to be a day where we're going to find some absolutely fantastic buildings. I mean, look at that. I think it's a pub. I'm absolutely speechless with regards to this place. I mean, there's words don't explain it. I mean, just check out this business. What a place this is. I think food might be expensive here. Leanne's just spotted a creme brulee in a trattoria and it's €9.50.
It's just that I've got a cold.
Yeah, Leanne's got an absolute stinker of a cold. I must say, I had it a few days ago. But
Passed it to me.
yes. Absolutely lovely church here. I'm not a religious person, but I just love these buildings. The architecture is absolutely fantastic.
I was taking photos on here and thinking, where's he gone?
Yes, my wife thought she'd lost me for a minute then.
Yeah.
There she's looking around for me and I was actually behind her. And she'd actually stared at me at one point as well, probably thinking, who's that weird looking guy? This is the main shopping area by the look of things. The building's just beautiful. It reminds me of Mechelen in Belgium and some other places I've been as well. It's tulip season. Another really impressive building. This whole area is just absolutely fantastic. There's not a horrible looking building at all in the centre. Quite like all the little faces on the top of this fountain. I love you, my flower.
I love you. Tulips.
Oh, we thought we'd take the opportunity of a coffee while we're out here. Yeah, support the local economy. What do you think to the coffee, Alien? Very nice, is it? You have to speak louder because of the wind. Oh, good. She's full of cold, the poor dear. Unfortunately, I gave it up. Also came with a biscuit, we've already ate that. Anybody old enough watching to remember C&A as a shop in England? Well, we've decided to choose this place as our spot for lunch. It's such a beautiful day and the culture here and the atmosphere is lovely. It's a really weeping willow here as well, just hanging over the water. Well, good morning, and you join us today from an area known as Plom, which is, well, I would say it's like the German Lake District. It's absolutely full of little lakes all around here and that. And yeah, we've travelled about 2.5 hours from Lüneburg, where we were yesterday, up here, and we're heading in a northerly direction. So yeah, we'll have a bit of a ride around, show you some of the stuff along route. I've just cycled a bit further on and we've come along across this little beach. Plon is right over in the distance. You might be able to see that white building over there just beyond that pontoon that's there. But you'd have thought you're actually at the coast while you're here. It's like a mill pond. But, yeah, what a fantastic place this is. Well, I just found myself a hammock and thought I'd have a swing around in it, and yeah, absolutely fantastic, and it's free. Whilst I'm laying here, I thought I'd just tell you about the site we're staying at, just around the other side of the water here, just the other side of Plon. It's a commercial site and it's cost us €23 a night with electric hookup. We've got showers, the whole lot on it, and that for a weekend. I thought it was a pretty good price. I mean, that's less than 20 quid a night in the UK, so yeah, you can't complain about that at all. You're not going to get commercial sites in the UK for that sort of money, so yeah, very happy with that. But, yeah, I'll show you a bit of that in a bit, and also carry on with this cycle ride. This tourist information map gives you a bit of an idea of where we're staying at the moment. As you
can see it's absolutely surrounded with water. Well, as the weather's so nice, we've decided that we're going to sit here and have our lunch. And we've just been thinking what place in the UK does it remind us of, and it reminds us of Howtown in the Lake District, which is on the side of Ullswater. But I'd say this is just a little bit more prettier. Well, we've cycled a bit further around now and you can see Plon in the far distance there. Yeah, it's a lovely, lovely day. Today we're up to about 20 degrees I think so far, up to going to be forecast to 21 later. That water's absolutely crystal clear down there. Well, we've just parked our bikes up in Plon itself and had a walk sort of through the centre of town, which there's not much there really, apart from shops, etc. and restaurants. So we're just coming down to the water side. And this water's become quite choppy, I must say. I've walked up a bit higher now and got some rather impressive buildings. Well, we've just been talking to a German lady and we've been saying this place name all wrong. It's not Plon, it's Plön. So when you look at the spelling of it, it's P-L and then you've got like a very small O with two dots above it, which is an U sound apparently, so it's Plön. Well, good evening. We've just come out for a little cycle ride back down to the water. We found this little peninsula that runs back off from where we are at the site, and I'll flip you around to where it is, but the evening is absolutely gorgeous. It's been about 21 degrees today and it's probably still around 18 or 19 at the moment, and the sun's still out. In fact, it'll be going down in about an hour or so. It's yeah, it's absolutely beautiful here. Doing a bit of a selfie. Yeah. Not sure how well it's been picked up in the footage, but there are loads of big fish down here. Just swimming against the water. Just loads of them. Just out for a cycle ride, I've just come across these white-shelled snails. I've never seen any with such a bright shell in them. It's pretty good really, because the fact that when you're cycling along you can actually see them, whereas normal sort of snails, because they're dark coloured, quite often you don't see them. Yeah, there's absolutely loads of them around here. Just out for another cycle ride today, and for all you hay fever sufferers, the likes of myself and Leanne as well, the rapeseed fields are out. Nice. The only thing I will say about them is they do look pretty. Just riding a bit further around the lake today than what we got yesterday, because I had a bit of a problem with bicycles, so we've continued the walk today, or the cycle ride today. So yeah, come down here to this, stop for a minute for this little bit of beach here. I think out in the distance there is Plön. It's yeah, a bit cooler today, about 15-16 degrees. If I've been reading things correctly, this piece of stretch of water is known as the Plönen Sea, but I might have got that completely and utterly wrong. Yeah, not a bad little spot for lunch this. Got water on one side, the wife munching there, and then we've got a nice countryside behind us. This is a map of where we're staying at the moment, and We're staying sort of here where my finger is, but obviously there's pitches that go all the way around the outside. Most of those are for caravans, but obviously there's various prices depending on where you're staying.
This is the site we're staying at currently. We're now on here for, going to be on for a third night actually. We decided to stay another night. But basically it's got water on both sides of the peninsula. You've got toilet block. Obviously Dick's parked here. And where we are, it's basically there's 5 bays altogether. No, sorry, 7 bays in there. It's yeah, all hard standing pitches. Not too bad at all. You've got obviously tap, electric. You've got grey waste, everything all on the one pitch. So yeah, not too bad at all. Well, we decided to come out for a bit of a walk this evening should I say, just to walk around the site. And this is a view from one of the pitches, probably a caravan pitch. It's actually decided to chuck it down the rain now as well, so we're getting a bit wet, but just thought I'd show you anyway. Yeah, this is a view from one of the other pitches. This is called the Pluna Sea, which is actually, in fact, it's
Great
the Grosser Pluna Sea in German, which is actually the Great Pluna Lake in translated. There you go. So yeah, we cycled all the way around here today, so that was good fun. We just walked round to the other side of the peninsula of the site, and this is a view from one of the other pitches. I bet this place actually gets full of mozzies in the summertime, or midges should I say, and mozzies maybe. I don't know why the camera's picking it up. We're being chased by a swarm of whatever they are. Horrible things. If anyone's interested, this is the name of the site that we're staying at. So it's the Nature Camping Spitzennord, and Einfahrt means entrance.